It's all a work in progress at all times.
Tired.
Is that never not your intro?
That is always my intro. I'm tired.
It's always pajamas and
I know, I do wear these. When I put these on, I was like, I always wear these pajamas when we film. So it looks like I never change.
I think you just always wear pajamas.
I'm a comfy guy. Living a comfy life. Alright?
I guess so.
And I don't get the Sherpa. I think that looks terrible on you.
A what?
Sherpa? That's a Sherpa.
What defines it as a Sherpa?
The fuzziness. It's what you're wearing. It's a Sherpa. Sherpas look terrible on guys.
I like it. I have a kangaroo patch.
You do when you're not wearing a Sherpa.
Pouch. I didn't really notice it though until one day I was at practice. And I was like...
You wore that to practice?
I wore it once, yeah. Because I didn't bring a change of clothes.
No wonder your player called you a tool.
And I was like, ooh. So I had somewhere to put my paperwork.
I think that's so funny that when your players called your staff a tool. A bunch of tools.
I'm not surprised.
Well, if your players watch this, they're going to be trying to figure out what player called the staff a bunch of tools.
That's a good question, yeah. I guess we can have
to a random family.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's interesting.
That's ballsy.
It is crazy.
You don't know who knows who.
It is an interesting thing to, obviously they'd know, and then be like...
Oh, yeah.
It was a leading question.
Why would you open with that? Because they're wearing a football sweatshirt. You don't know who knows who. Just be like...
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't even know how it came up, but, what about this?
Well, it's like if I was like, oh, you know Emily? You're like, yeah.
She's a terrible...
Oh, isn't she kind of cool? Or, I don't know. Just a leading question just to find out what, your opinion is.
Mm-hmm. But, just to be like, yeah, the staff's a bunch of tools.
And it's you don't say it. No one asks that question without knowing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You're not like, oh, Abraham Lincoln? What did you think of him? I don't have an opinion. I don't know.
I think that's funny. Yeah, because you don't ask someone when you're looking
Yeah.
for a bad answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. He's not gonna... I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, wait, he knows who it is.
Yeah.
He knows who he is.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And now you're just bullying a high schooler, Josh. You're real cool. You're a cool guy.
Mm.
What a bunch of tools.
Well...
You're a real tool.
I'm going to cut it, but who knows? No, that'll just...
So this is all getting cut anyways.
Yeah.
You should. But you haven't heard anything, so...
It'd be
And
funny...
your banquet's over.
Yeah, it'd be funny to message him and be like, dude. I'm going to keep that, though, because now, he's going to think it's about him, but it's about someone else, you know?
What? Oh, Kelsey watches?
No, I don't know. But no. I mean, I'm cutting
The original
that
part?
so the player doesn't know?
Yeah, the original part is what you're talking about. Yeah. But we know who you are. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So the staff knows now. It's fine. The staff knows.
No, I haven't talked to anybody.
They're going to know.
No, we haven't talked yet.
Well, hopefully the tools aren't there next year.
Yeah, hopefully. Who knows? Who knows, you know? You never know. I don't know.
I don't think... So I went Black Friday shopping.
You went on Friday night?
No, Friday. Friday.
Oh.
And I didn't realize Black Friday is not a thing anymore.
See, I said this the other day when we were at the store.
There's no deals.
No one
I got
really
I
cares.
got a couple cool hats, buy one get one half off at Lids.
But it's a deal they'll have at some point through the year anyway.
Well, I got good hats though, not
Yeah.
like your hats.
Yeah, but I have really nice hats.
No, you don't.
I have some good hats.
They're $5 hats.
No.
Yes.
No.
And
that's why I'm just banking up hats for when I cut my hair.
Shut your whore mouth and just listen for a minute.
Sure.
But I got a Bass Pro Shop sweatshirt for $15.
Why?
Because it was I like the color. It's like a...
Does it say Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
It's like a sandy color. I like it.
That's so dumb.
I'm not going to wear it. Dude, I just like the color. Relax.
Okay.
Your shirt was so stupid. I forget where I was going with this. Oh, and we were online. I was like, I can't believe they just sell, you can just walk into Bass Pro Shop and buy a gun.
Yeah, it's like Walmart.
I know. Dude, I wouldn't trust myself with a gun. I would hurt myself.
Yeah, I don't really believe in guns.
There you go. 17 views gone.
Well, I had this argument with I work with a girl who's like, her husband's like a super gun guy, and this was like when I first had gotten there, and somehow it came up, and she was like, I was like, oh, you really like guns? And she goes, yeah. I go, although, if you like just took those out of our history, like, we'd have a lot less problems. She was like, guns aren't the problem, people are the problem. I go, whoa, 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 hold on though. I'm not saying people aren't the problem. I'm saying access to these is the problem. And she goes, well, we can't just re-regulate all that. I go, no. You're rerouting my argument. I go, what I'm saying is, the dude who created the gun, while he's making it, if we just... And there's no guns ever in history. If you eliminate that, I go, well, we'd have a lot less problems. Do you argue with that? Do you think a lot more people would be dead if we didn't have guns? And she kind of got silent. I was like, no.
The thing is like, I think we should have guns. I think it should be like a little more regulated, right? But like, no Joe Schmo should be able to just go get a gun. Like, I don't trust myself with a gun. I wouldn't get a gun because I know there's people like me out there who have guns, and it's like, dude.
I mean, I know people who have guns, and I'm like, you have a gun?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have a gun.
You're gonna Cheddar Bob yourself.
Boom! I shot my dick. But like, dude, I would accidentally hurt myself, and like, not saying I don't trust like I would go shoot up like a building. Yeah. I'm saying like, dude, I would accidentally like shoot up like that Papa story, right?
Yeah,
Where,
with the TV.
Yeah, he pretended to clean it.
Yeah.
Or he was cleaning it, pretended to point it at someone, pointed it back at the TV, kept cleaning it. Boom!
Yeah.
Fired.
Mm-hmm.
Get a bullet in.
I told that I do tell that story because
people get so mad at me when I tell that story, and I'm like, dude, he's dead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, people don't like think that story's as funny. I told that once at one of Maddie's like family parties, and like they laughed, but then we're like, and I go, no, like he wasn't gonna kill her, and they're like, well,
it's just a joke.
Could have. And then I was just like, oh, well, that's my type of humor, too.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a gun, that's what I'd do.
That would be the most unfortunate story, like, if it did shoot our grandma. Then it's just like, our
that's the way.
grandpa.
No, we wouldn't be here. That would, like, reroute everything in history.
We wouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah. We'd just be, I don't know.
Just regular Joe Schmoes.
Although there would be a TV out there.
There would be a TV somewhere.
One more TV would be out there.
One lucky black and white TV.
Actually, if you think about history like that, because obviously the TV was destroyed.
There's a universe where Grammy got shot.
What?
There's a universe where Grammy got shot.
Yeah.
Well, she was shot.
She's been shot, but that was herself.
She was shot.
I do. Actually, that's my lead-up story. I go...
I forgot about that.
No, actually, I do
the
that
horse
story
when she got kicked.
because I know that story ends funnier, so I'll open it up with she almost got shot once by her husband.
But she did shoot herself once.
But then I go, and they're like, oh my God. I go, well, actually, I guess she's been shot before. And they're like, huh? I'm like, yeah, my grandmother's been shot.
Dude,
and they're like, what? And that's when I'm like, oh, well, she was young and she grew up in Florida and, she was messing around with a gun and friends and it went off, ricocheted off a pole and hit her in the leg.
Talk about an indestructible person.
I know. Got kicked in the head by a horse. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I remember she told me to, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like, how'd your mom
shot?
react?" And she's just like, "She doesn't know." I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "She never knew."
Like,
that's
how do you
crazy.
do that? How do you? Because she only got she got. I watched that. Dude.
Holy shit!
She only got she got. She only got she got. She only got she got. Shouldn't get I was looking up to start.
I hit my face on.
Do you think you got shot?
So I thought
you were about to get shot.
I thought this whole thing was coming down on me. I was about to blitz. Wow, that was so scary.
You thought you were getting shot.
Yeah. Wow.
That's really funny.
Wow.
The studio's falling apart.
Well,
we're not even into season 2 yet. Come on.
When we came down, that exact one was down, and one right behind your head, right there, was down. So we just put it back up, and I was like, I put it up, and she's like, "Well, just throw it back up there." And I go, "It's just gonna fall again." And she's like, "Well, it probably won't fall soon." And in my head, I go, "I bet that's gonna fall during that." I knew how that would make me react. That was a lot more fear than I thought.
No, what is it? Hornet's Nest. Hornet's Nest. What's that from? What movie is that?
I don't know what
Where
you're
they're in
quoting.
like prison and they throw a hornet's nest out there. It's like a grenade with a bunch of BBs in it.
I don't know.
It's not. What movie is that? They just like drop to the floor.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this like Austin Powers?
It might be Austin Powers. Hornet's Nest.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
No idea. But yeah, that's always my follow-up story with her. She got shot herself, and they're like, "Oh, that's fun." And then I was like, "She was also kicked by a horse." And I go, "That's also why I don't really trust horses." But
Now that I think about it, I've never like really been on a real horse ride.
I mean, I dated someone who like had horses at
Yeah.
their house, and every time, or like, we'd go over and they'd be like, "Let's pet the horse."
Yeah,
I'd be like,
there's
I'm
always
not.
horses out
I'm
there.
like, I'm good with this. I'm like, there's this thick of wood, stopping it from just like
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't even stop it. It could jump over it. You teach it how to jump over this. They're such sketchy animals.
They are. They're very skittish, and they're like 1,500 pounds, so it's probably more than that. But it's weird.
Yeah, it's like having a pet monkey. Like at any moment, it can snap and just decide to
Yeah.
kill you.
Just
like,
rip your face
It
off.
can kill you at any moment. It just chooses
Kill
not
you
to.
like a banana.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, 1 grizzly bear versus 7 Dwayne the Rock Johnsons and 5 Aaron Donalds. Who wins?
Probably the people. Probably them.
Just bare fist.
Yeah. There's you got to think
A
like
grizzly bear.
Yeah, but you also got to think in numbers. Like you're definitely losing half of them. But
All right, 3 The Rocks and 3 Aaron Donalds.
that's if like they're all in the mindset of just like let's gut this thing. Like
Let's cut this bear.
like they're also just on a path, a bunch of clones, and the bear's just like eating honey, and it's like
No, it's a fucking. It's not like a black bear. It's a
I
grizzly
understand.
bear. The
Yeah,
strongest
they still
animal.
just walk. They still just roam. They're not constantly just like messing stuff up. I'm just saying like they're on a path and they look and see it.
Have you not seen that thing mess up Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie?
Okay, but you're acting like it's like constantly like it's attacks something, turns its head, and then attacks something else. I'm saying
No,
they're
like
walking.
They're in like a cage, like a 20 by 20 cage, with this grizzly bear.
No, see, then
All the
that's-
doors open.
But
Hunger Games.
see, that changes your mindset. Is like in a cage situation, you're just like, oh, well, like you're immediately like, I'm the one trapped with it. If you're in the woods and they're just walking and see it, and they're in the
grizzly bear's
mindset of
gonna
just
kill you.
like,
It doesn't matter.
let's fucking gut this thing up. Then I think because they're in the
It's
mindset of
clobbering
like,
time.
like we could escape if we want, but this is the better option. If you're in a cage, you feel trapped.
All right, so what's your answer?
If it's in the woods, they win. If it's in a cage, the bear wins. Because then it's literally barefoot.
All right, what about 1 Dwayne the Rock Johnson, 1 Aaron Donald, and 1 coked out Charlie Sheen versus 1 grizzly bear?
Yeah, the bear wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he just would like annoy them and like distract
No,
them.
like a
Like
coked
The
out
Rock would
Charlie
be
Sheen.
like, "All right, Donald, you go behind him," and right when they're about to execute it, whatever plan they have set, Charlie
He
Sheen's-
pulls a wild card.
He's
move.
like humping a tree, and he's like,
wild card pitches.
"You're saying Charlie Sheen?
Yes.
You know that
Yes.
it's Charlie Day."
No, I'm talking about Charlie Sheen, coked out Charlie Sheen.
Okay. Okay. and
Like
then
you know,
you're
like the one who like
but
calls
then
his
you
wife and
quote-
says the hard R.
Yeah, but then
That
you
one?
quote. Then you're quoting Charlie.
I know,
Day.
but it's funny.
Okay,
It's a
I'm
funny
just
mix.
making Sure.
It's a funny mix.
Okay, I'm just making sure you had the right Charlie.
No.
Okay.
All right, what about one of each?
Okay.
A Charlie
well, here's
Kelly,
a better.
Charlie.
Here's a more real survival story. Did you see the thing on?
Wait, who? I said Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
just
say
making
Charlie
sure.
Sheen. Okay. No, this is a real thing that just happened on.
Monopoly. Is this
No.
what you're talking about?
No. One of the cruise ships, some guy fell overboard and had to like just float for 15 hours.
Yeah. Tread water.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard?
How
that
long
is?
do you think you go?
tread water
Yeah.
or like swim?
You're not swimming. There's no
Just
point in
tread water?
swimming, yeah.
Probably 3 hours, 3 or 4.
Mm.
Like, cause treading water is tough.
It's very hard.
But when your life's on the line like that, I think I could go like 3 or 4
See, that's
hours.
why I'm saying 3 hours. I think is a pretty short amount.
I think I could go 3. I think 3 or 4, and I give up. But I'm gonna think it's been 3 hours after 30 minutes.
I don't know.
I think once I can't see the boat anymore, I think that's.
I think it's a pretty tough. Like.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think I would honestly just give up.
Well, did you hear? I didn't like look too much into it. I heard it last night because they were talking about it, and it was said they were saying how after about he like went to go get food or something, and then it was like a family trip, like a group of him and his family, and his sister realized like he never came back for like 15-20 minutes, so she's like looked around, couldn't find him anywhere, and then they're all like kind of looked a little bit. So I imagine it's been maybe like a half hour. And then they like...
Well, it's a whole fucking boat.
I know,
There's so
but then
many
they
places.
alerted the staff. Well, I mean, I was on a cruise ship. Like, once you're a few days in and you know the layout of the ship, like, it's pretty easy to find
Yeah, but
somebody.
like this guy could have been at like a table in the casino.
I
You know what
understand. I understand. It also depends on the size of the ship. Because, like, if it was the one we're on, and let's say I went missing and you guys all went to look for me, like, you guys would have only looked for like 10 minutes and then been like, okay, he's not on the boat. Unless you're in one of the lower decks in someone's room. But, yeah, who knows? Yeah, who knows?
Maybe he was tearing it up.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a couple of those scenarios when I was on the boat. But, so then they alerted...
He was gutting it.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm gutting that.
No, what'd you say about the grizzly bear? Did you say I'm gutting it?
Yeah, we're gutting that thing.
He's gutting the below deck.
He saw a grizzly.
He's gutting
a grizzly
the poor
bear at
people.
the bar, and he's like, I'm gutting that tonight.
He's gutting all the poor people at the bottom of the ship.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, he was just going to the side. So then they alerted the staff, and the staff's like, all right, well, we'll put out messages. And then other people were like, they interviewed other people on the boat, and they're like, how did you know he's missing? They're like, well, they kind of kept asking for him to come to the customer service desks every 10 minutes. So at that point, we knew someone was missing. It was like, could you imagine just being like when we were there, like on one of the random days, like when you're on the water, they'll like play a movie in one of the big open areas. So like, I just imagine like, I mean, when we were there, like we watched some of Black Panther, so we're just like hanging out and imagine just like Jacob Oswald to customer service. Okay. Jacob Oswald. Dude, get the fuck over there.
I'm surprised there's not like one person's job who's like assigned to watch the back of the boat, make sure no one falls off.
I imagine that I don't know.
Either that or that dude did get fired.
Unless it was like at night, because at night,
yeah,
it is fucking scary.
I bet.
Like that was again when I told this to Brandon, because when we got back he was on. We didn't know, because the night buffet would kind of move around, and depending on what the weather was, it would be indoors or outdoors. And the weather was okay that night, so it was in the very back of the ship. So we're like, oh, fuck. We had to walk the entire thing. But to do it, we had to walk from the upper deck, go up these stairs, along the side of it, and it's all outdoors. Walk along the top, so it's already going to be super windy. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's completely dark. All the lights are kind of, like, very dim, or not on at all for part of the ship because it's night. It's like 12 o'clock.
You'd think you'd have the lights on, though.
Well, there's lights. It's not just like pitch dark, but like into the night it's pitch dark. And then like there's not much lighting around. It's not like bright like this. And then so it's just so windy and cold. Yeah. And that's what it was like on the ship. And then so like the last night we were there, we were just like, it was really wet and it was just like, this is bullshit. Like this sucks. Bitching and moaning, and so it's starting to rain, and I'm like, all right, I tell her, I'm like, just go get to it. I'm gonna come up to this other top part and see if there's like an elevator. So I'm like, I'm not gonna walk back this sucks so much. And as I'm walking,
Maddie went overboard.
Yeah, and so I get up there and I see there's no elevator, and I go, this is it. I'm bitching about this. So I pull my phone and I'm taking a video of myself bitching about it. I'm just like, fuck this cruise. This is bullshit. I just want food at night, blah, blah, blah. Bitching and moaning about it. And then as I get to the top of the stairs, I stop it. And as soon as I stop it, Maddie's at the bottom of the stairs and goes, "We suck so much."
Was there a faster way the whole time?
So we walk to the bottom, and I go, don't tell me this. And she just kind of points, and right next to the stairs is the back entrance to the other buffet that we would go to, like, every other morning. But, like, the fucked up thing with this is, we once, on, like, one of the first nights when we found out it was back there, we asked if it was in there, and we were told no. So then we got turned away. When in fact, you can enter it and then turn and go down, like, the tables and get to there that way. So, like, the entire time we were told, like, we couldn't go back there. So we were just gutting it out going through.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, well, then also, like, we got... And the couple times we had gotten food, we never walked far enough down there. So we looked like idiots, like, carrying food, and, like, chips would fly off our plates from the wind. Just like, our food would be cold.
That's kind of funny.
And we were just like, we're the only fucking people out here just, like, grinding through this. We're fighting for this food, blah, 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 blah. And we're just dumb.
You're the only... Yeah.
And, like, when we figured it out, we were like, no way we can go through it. Because, like, literally as I looked, the doors open, and, like, a couple people walk by, like, smiling and laughing. And I was, like, just filled with rage. And there was an employee, and I go, can we come through this? And she goes, yeah, how else would you get through? And we go, yeah, how else would you? That's a great question. How would you? Excellent point. It sucked.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So are you ever going to do a cruise again?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to. They're fun.
Why?
Because I still had a good time, and we literally spent, like, a day and a half at the destination. And still had fun. Like, we had a like, massive hurricane. So, like, the waters were so bad, like, a couple of the nights, and it still was, like, worth it. It's still fun.
So where are you going next?
That's good. I don't know. Good question.
Are you going on a cruise next, or are you going to go somewhere else next?
No, I mean, definitely a cruise.
Because you're not, like, a traveler.
Yeah, I am. I've traveled more than anyone in this family.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, I know, but I've traveled, like, a lot more.
Dude, you've just gone to Nebraska. That's
I've gone to Seattle. I've gone to all the states from here to Nebraska.
That's not a lot, Josh.
I've gone to Florida. I've gone to Bermuda.
Dad's traveled more.
Huh?
Dad's traveled more.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything now, so I win.
No, dude.
And some of his is for work, so, like, that doesn't even really count. If it's for, like, a work situation, it doesn't count.
I love that story where he started telling us, like, oh, yeah, when I went to New York when I was, like, this old. You're like, you've been to New York? It's like, Josh, he's almost 60 years old. Do you think he hasn't been to fucking New York?
I don't know. Mom's only been in New York once, and that was, like, a month ago.
Because she was, like, dirt poor. Yes.
She's just scared.
Yeah.
She was scared of the highway.
Did you watch Stutz?
Huh?
Did you watch Stutz on Netflix?
No, with Jonah Hill and his...
That was so good.
Really?
I love it.
It looked really good. And
it was so raw. And it was, like, honestly, like, I don't know. Maybe it was just bad, but I loved it. I don't know how to describe it. Because, like it was just so raw. Like the interactions they had.
Mm-hmm. Is it just literally you're, like, sitting in on his therapy, or...
It kind of, like, dives into his therapy, but it's more of, like, Stutz, his therapist, kind of talking, like, about his, like, philosophy and, like, his findings. And then, like, as they talk about it, Jonah Hill's like, oh, like, this example, and then it's almost like they jump into a session. And, like, they have, like, a mini session with his mom, and it's really cool. You should watch it. That's my recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good watch last night.
Yeah. I was trying to get Maddie to watch Signs, because I think that's, like, one of the best, like, suspenseful alien movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I mean, you see the alien once, and it was, like, already a terrible, like, shot birthday, like, but that was the best, like.
Did you watch Nope?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters. That was cool.
I think that's so cool that was all shot in the day.
Yeah.
And edited to be night. I think that's so cool.
Well, I also like that just a lot of that takes place during the day. Like the actual movie, like is a lot of it's during the day. Where
Mhm.
like a lot of horror movies and stuff like that are like primarily. It's so funny, so goofy. Um, um, I'm just now thinking about that again. It's just like bang. Uh,
You almost deep throated that
I
mic.
tasted it.
Looking like the hot dog champ out here.
Yeah. But it also made me start to think of out of movie like depicted, because I mean aliens are real for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but out of the like depicted aliens in movies, like what would be the best option to be real? Like
To
for
be
us?
real?
Because like, yeah, because like
E.T.
well, like that's even iffy too, because like he's one. We don't know what like the rest of them are like. You know,
Okay.
like his actual beings could be like really bad, and he just like is a dumb one. Like the Will Smith movie.
Men in Black.
No, the other one,
The bad one.
Doomsday or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know what you're
Doomsday,
talking
but
about.
whatever it's called. Like that one, that's a terrible one. Like you don't want that.
Yeah.
Like we don't want that one.
What
but
about
like,
do you remember Paul? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
With Seth
like that would be
Rogen?
a great version.
That'd be cool. Just
Yeah, where they're just like really snarky and
yeah, like really funny.
yeah, that would be cool.
What's another one?
Like American Dad. That's not a bad one. It's kind of the same
Same
deal.
idea, yeah.
It really is. Seth MacFarlane just kind of took
Yeah.
the whole premise of a show.
Oh, didn't he write that too? No, he didn't write that
I
one.
don't know. It is like his kind of wheelhouse, but
Mars Needs Moms.
mm,
That's a scary one. Just stealing
Yeah.
a bunch of moms.
yeah.
I'm definitely missing like a key alien movie right now.
Like Alien
Alf.
versus Alf, yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, you were a big Alf
I
person.
loved Alf for a little bit.
Yeah, you were really into
I was really into that for like no reason.
It was like that. Well, that and like Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, that was really weird. I
Dude,
just being like, I really want to. I couldn't even like.
Go to Little House.
Who is like It's not Paul Rudd. Someone's in that
In what?
in Little House on the Prairie. Like a
It's a girl.
well, there's like a I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But like Interstellar.
Ooh, I
That's
love
kind
that
of like an
movie.
alien one.
That's not an alien movie at all.
It's sort.
There's no aliens in that movie at all.
Well, because they don't. The beings that created that. Oh wait, no, they did that.
They created that.
Yeah, you're right. It's just
We're the aliens.
future versions. Yeah.
We're the aliens.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm missing a key alien movie right now. Don't look it up. It's cheating.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't.
What's
care.
the Planet 51? You know that one? It's a Disney movie, I think.
Prometheus is kind of the same thing. Men in Black though, like that wouldn't be bad
I would
either.
not.
Like
No.
that's a cool one. Transformers,
Transformers is an alien movie.
that would be a good one.
A Quiet Place is an alien movie. Avatar, that's aliens, right?
Yeah.
Is it Battle Los Angeles that you were thinking of earlier? No, that's a good one though. The Watch.
Yeah, but that one's bad too. Like you don't want those ones.
Superman's an alien.
That's true. Yeah, technically, like all deep.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is tough because like
I'm really skipping a lot of these. Wow.
most aliens are like always depicted as like really bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is a movie, but it'd be cool to get like the opposite. I mean, that is what Avatar is. It's the opposite. Where like we're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. There goes my pitch. It literally is. It's just was saying we flip it, but
It would be interesting to see one where it's like us in the future, like we have the UFOs, and we go to a planet that has aliens.
Oh, so like to them,
They're
oh,
like,
we're
dude, look, flying UFO.
we're farther ahead than them. So like we're the like, whoa, what is that? And we're like, no, we're just gonna study them. We're just gonna see what they're about and see where they're at. And
Yeah. Have you seen the thing where they say that like, so if we saw an alien, we can't even imagine what they would look like
yeah,
because all animals on this planet have like the same sort of anatomy, like the 2 eyes, 4 to 8 to 12 limbs, right?
yeah,
And it's all because we came from the same thing,
yeah.
except the octopus. That's a different story.
Well, it's like
But-
that's what I was gonna say. Is like the only times like we're like, whoa, is like when you see a sea animal and they're like, oh, newly discovered, and you're like, what the fuck is that thing?
that thing looks
I'm gonna gut that thing. And you're like, whoa, which way?
There's one thing that's like, let's gut it, and there's one guy that's like, let's gut it.
Everyone's like, got it. And the guy's just like, I want to gut it. Like,
You just did the exact same joke I did, so I don't know why.
I just overemphasized it because it's like pitchforks and just like,
Let's
gut
fucking gut it.
gut. It's like Shrek.
Gut it.
It's like Shrek.
It's
when
like
he
you
comes
know
in
the Simpson movies where they're like, arrows up. I have a red arrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
But have you seen the thing? So it's like, they're somewhere way in space. There was a planet, and their doomsday came. Poof, right? Meteor comes to our planet. Boom. And it had a germ from that planet, light years and light years and light years away. And that's what we came from. But the germ on there was something similar to what, like, the primates that we have. So we're not even like the smartest evolution of what humans could be. We're like 3 steps down or something like that.
All right,
What are you doing?
I just sent it to you, but it's me and Evan talk about space a lot, and he sent that to me today. And it's like,
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
yeah, showing sizes of black holes. I'll put it on there, but it's like, it's so crazy to think of, just like, holy shit, man. And like, that's us still.
We
like,
don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. And like, it's also just like kind of guessing on how big things are. Like, we could be so off in general on what things are and how big, and it's so crazy
That's the thing that we're like,
on how dumb we are.
it bothers me too, is like we look at Earth and it's like, what if the Earth is alive? And we just don't know. Because it's so big.
Like, it's the Marvel movie where the hand.
No, like not something's in us is alive. The Earth itself is alive. Like, you know how trees are alive?
Yeah.
The Earth's alive.
Like that Marky Mark. Hey guys, I'm Marky Mark.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I say me, because if I am, I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
I always quote this one part, really bad version of Mark Wahlberg to Maddie from Warrior.
Hey guys, it's Mark Wahlberg.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. I say me, because if I am, I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't know what you're trying to.
But he has that movie where like everyone starts like walking backwards and then kills himself.
The
And it's
mist?
because of
No.
the plants.
Is that the mist or
No.
no?
And they like send the
I know what
the
you're talking
plants
about.
are mad and stuff. Yeah, that's a scary thought. Is like
Mhm.
if they could do that for real.
But dude, like our everyday problems do not fucking matter
No.
because we're not gonna be alive for when Earth just explodes.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter that we're not meeting budget tomorrow?
Well, when like a 6th grader right now is crying because like
He didn't have mac
their
and cheese.
their girlfriend like was sharing a pencil with Steven.
Yeah.
In art class. He's like, fucking Becky, you're such a bitch. What the fuck?
Isn't it scary to think like
But it's like that doesn't matter.
people always talk about like, oh, you're setting yourself up to fail,
Mm-mm.
but like we're setting up our kids to fail, and we're having kids just for one day for them to live in like this apocalypse. Because like I don't know how many generations it is, but like one day, the Earth's just gonna gone.
Well, you're giving life just for it to end.
But then it's gonna be a whole full circle, a piece of our DNA germ is going to be on a rock that goes to another planet and creates
Who knows?
more aliens.
Hmm.
That's scary to think about.
Well, it's
Isn't
crazy.
it's scary to think we could have already exploded and we don't even know.
Our sun, yeah. Well, that's a me and
Well,
him
the sun
talk about
exploded.
it,
We'd
of
be done in a
like
second.
there could be stuff on their way, like that movie Don't Look Up. Like there could be something on its like. How many times have we heard reports of just like, whoa, a meteor? They're reporting a meteor
Yeah.
is going to be this far away from us, and it was like, okay, well, how long have they been watching it? Being like, oh shit, that's coming
Yeah.
right at us, and then they're like,
Now we should warn 'em.
just barely missed. It's like
That's
we
scary.
really would never know. Like there could be something like coming tomorrow morning. Like you
Mhm.
would never. And like I kind of would rather it that way. Like I wouldn't want to know.
Well, I saw this the other. If someone came out, like a doctor came to you tomorrow and was like, you have 24 hours. Would you tell anybody?
Yeah, probably. I probably would say I'd probably do it towards the end.
Like 10 minutes, you're like, hey,
I'd
just so
probably
everyone knows.
I got like a chill.
Okay.
I was scratching, give myself a chill.
Too many thoughts.
Got it. But I would definitely like take a couple hours and do like whatever I want. So then
Would you sleep?
No, probably not. No. Well, I don't know.
If you
No.
found out at
If
2 p.m.,
and he was like
and you have
24.
till next 2 p.m., you have that whole next
Probably
night,
not.
you wouldn't sleep?
Probably not.
I don't think you could sleep. But my whole...
I fall asleep pretty easy. I don't know. I just wake up
You're
and I'm
gonna-
just like, oh
You're-
shit.
Imagine you're like, you had 24 hours. You're like, shit, I gotta go like tell mom. And you're driving, you crash and die.
Yeah.
How ironic would that be? You didn't even have 24 hours.
And no one would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would
And then
tell
it turns out the paperwork was wrong. We're like, oh, wrong guy.
He had 24 years. Jesus. I don't think I would tell anyone. I think I would just like, I think it would meet, I don't know.
Know what I'd probably do too is I'd probably hire someone and be like, hey, I'll give you $10,000, follow me around, and just film my day. And then I'm
Just
dead
like talk to the camera all day, like a vlog.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Josh.
Hey guys, it's Rachel.
And then just like film my last 24 hours, and like you said, not tell anybody, and then I guess I'd leave it up to him. Leave it. You gotta hire like a real creative person and say like, hey man, either be right behind me so people are like, dude, why are you filming me right now? Or be like kind of hidden. So like when you go home, like he's kind of filming through the windows and stuff. So like then when it happens and then they get this in the mail, they're like,
But what if they get it and they're like, dude,
they
like
just think
it's
a
mom.
stalker, and they're like, he killed him.
No, it's like mom. She's like, she gets home from work. Hi, Josh, how was your day? Good. She goes upstairs, goes to her room. She's like, she has no idea that she just missed the last opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's like with anything. It's with anyone.
Yeah, but like if she knew, she would have spent the whole night with you downstairs.
Well, I could go up those stairs tonight, fall and fucking crack my head, you know? You never
Yeah.
know.
But like but the thing is you know. See, that's the only thing that like only reason I would want to tell someone is like so they don't miss that opportunity and like have that regret.
Mm.
I don't know. That's a really emotional question, I think.
I don't know. I think I'm too creative, so I'd be like, do this. Like this would be sick.
I think you're
Everyone
making
would
it too
love
much about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like why wouldn't I?
Because like the thing is it doesn't matter for you. Like what's gonna
Yeah, I know, but it's for
What are you missing out on?
My
A few more
thought.
episodes before we get canceled?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I don't know if I would tell everyone. I think I would tell a couple
Well,
people.
I wouldn't tell everyone. I wouldn't just be like, "Hey, WMUR."
No, like I don't think I would tell like I don't know. I don't think I would tell like Joanna.
That just creates friction, though. Then it's just like, then they're like, "How did you deal with it?" And they're like, "I didn't know."
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, she's not here. She's 2 hours away.
But see, then you create issues with people on like, "Oh, well, you didn't spend time with me," or like, you know, like you can't. Then you're having to be like, everyone wants to like hang out or do something with you instead of like you actually being able to enjoy a moment. I think you have to take the last 2 hours or 3 hours and you tell everyone. You don't tell them why. You say, this is the address. This is the time you need to be here. and everyone needs to be there for your last hour, and that's when you break it all down to everyone.
See, I think I would rather have...
Then if you want to say something, you get a quick second, you get a couple minutes, but this is the hour. You got an hour.
I think I would rather have my last moments by myself. Especially because if it's like, it's on a timer. Like, you know that movie where you have the time? And it's just...
It's a cool movie.
Like, it's not like you're like sick.
Yeah.
It's like you just kind of...
Yeah, it's a cool movie, though.
That is a really good movie.
Justin Timberlake.
But I think I would rather have it to myself just to, like, kind of gather my thoughts and be like, you know what? I'm proud of you, Cam. And then,
No, I figured it out. I'd do my movie thing.
I figured it out. You're wrong. You're wrong. You did it wrong.
That's not it. You film, like I said, film it all, and then, like I said, tell everyone this is when the blah, blah, blah. Rent a warehouse. I get a massive throne chair, and then I sit there.
Like the one Dad sits in that picture.
Yeah, and then I make everyone...
Kiss your toes.
Everyone just talk to me about me.
It's a roast.
And everyone's just like, oh my God, tragedy. I'm just like, you're right, it is.
Imagine.
That's my dream, and then I just go out.
Imagine you do all that, and then like all of a sudden like your timer goes off, and you're like,
That's
what the fuck? No, what the fuck? And then like 5 minutes goes by, and everyone's like, so is it happening? And then your doctor calls you. It's like, April Fool's, motherfucker!
No, it'd be worse if he just like is bad at math, and it's like everyone's mad at you, everyone leaves, and you're like, this is what he told me.
And then you die.
And then you die like an hour later, an hour off, so everyone like has to deal with the like, what a dick! I can't believe we believed him. And then everyone like slowly get the phone call of like, no, like he actually just went, and then people are like, no, he didn't.
How funny would it be if you got all those people in the room and then your timer goes off and they all start laughing? They're like, we got you, motherfucker.
I'd love that. Would be crazy. That'd be cool. But like that stuff I love, like the scratch ticket thing, like I love that. There was nothing better in my life, I felt.
Dude, that would be so much fun to like, not to die, but to like, because that's almost like knowing your funeral, like being at your funeral. Because you get to see everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
Man, that would be tough. So tough.
What's the best feeling you've ever had? Like for me, like the most like rush or like thing, because like for me, anytime I not answer like, but like the scratch ticket, like that was the biggest like adrenaline rush of emotion, and just like the plot twists of movies, and you see a character like learn who the killer was, and you're just like, whoa, in real life that must be crazy. Like that was mine, where I'm like, holy fuck, like, whoa, what just happened? Because I was on like cloud 9, and then just like talking shit, and then like finding out everything I do to everyone was just turned around on me. Like that was so sick. That was sweet.
I think like one of 2 or 3 things. Like I think going to like Disney in Florida for the first time was one of them. Because that's something I've always wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, we had a lot. Our childhoods were actually a lot different than you think.
Okay.
And then I think probably like coaching this year. Like if there's a few like moments where it was like, wow, that's cool. Like making an impact kind of thing. And I don't know. I don't think I've had that moment yet.
Yeah, no one's pranked you yet.
No, I've been pranked before.
Not like that. That was awesome.
You've done something to me.
Yeah, but nothing like that.
Gutted me.
Nothing like that. That was so cool.
Yeah, you haven't been gutted.
Oh, it was so cool.
That was me. I did that. You're so upset you can't experience that. That's like the first time you do heroin. You're like, oh, I need it.
There it is. It was just such a build-up, too, because, like, I literally was just going to have a regular day. Because, like, I went to work, and, like, our birthday stuff, like,
we did your birthday lunch, remember?
Well, yeah, but, like...
all of us had the day off but you.
But that's what I mean, is, like, I still worked. I went about my day, and, like, our birthday party stuff for, like that. Like, as much... We always, like, blow up holidays, but not birthdays. So, like, birthdays are always just like, oh, like, here's a cake. That's it. And everyone just, like, hangs out. I like it.
I hate it.
But...
make it about me.
That was
everybody
like,
got me.
You guys all came, got me lunch. We went somewhere. And then, like, everyone came here. And then we had, like, the big, like, joking about going to our old house. And
that
like,
wasn't that night.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was, Cameron. Yes.
Okay.
Because we drove by our old house.
Right, you're right.
And I was like, oh, I always see that old lady. and then I brought it up, and we're like, oh, we should tell mom we like went in.
Okay,
there.
you're right.
Yes,
You're right.
thank you. So like killing Brandon and Rachel, and just like that environment, I loved, and then to like be like, holy shit, dude, I just won $5,000.
It was like $10,000.
Yeah.
It was not enough.
No, it wasn't a lot. I mean, I definitely overreacted, but it was like I was already in that like mode of like I'm just entertaining.
But like that'd be funny. If, like
it is true. Like out of the four of us, if any of us would win the lottery, or win something, it'd be me, because I'm the one where they're like, oh, fucking course he did it. Like he sucks. Like Rachel would be furious. It was me.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone and like.
I bet Rachel would talk to you a lot more though.
Huh?
But Rachel would talk to you a lot more, though.
Yeah. So, can I be on the podcast?
So, where should my baby picture go? When it's like that, what's that show called? Intervention. It's like, so, what was that first high you had, Josh? You know, a scratch ticket, and then from there was only one place to go.
That was fun.
I still have one of the. It's funny that you bring that up though, because I was supposed to bring one of those scratch tickets to my boss to give it to his son. Mm-hmm. I need to do that tomorrow.
That's See, that's the tough part too. Is like I would never fall for it again.
Yeah, I know, because you'll never.
And like,
because now you'll always read the back. You will.
No, I won't read it. I just won't really believe it.
You'll. Read
that was the best thing.
But if you ever win something, you'll read the back now.
I don't know. I just probably won't. I don't know. I probably would still fall for it somehow. Like if it wasn't like you guys involved, like if I was at like her family thing and they did it to me, I'd probably still fall for it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. I wouldn't react that way. I wouldn't be so big about it, but I'd be like, I'd actually probably be embarrassed. That's
because you have to give them some.
No, that's just like open it. No.
Yes, you do. Whoever bought the ticket, you have to give some.
No, you
yes,
don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
If you win,
you said that sucks. You handed me the wrong one. You should have kept it.
No, if you win $10,000, you have to give them at least $1,000.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Taxes takes out like you probably are only walking away with like 6 or 5. I'm not losing.
Okay, then you give them $700.
No, that's still like here's $100, dude. Like you're not.
You have to give them something.
Okay, here's $100. But what I'm saying is like that's the type of attention where I don't like. That's like opening Christmas gifts. I hate that. I can't stand
Christmas
opening
gifts.
birthday or Christmas gifts.
That's something you should. That would be your. That's something you should love.
Yeah, you'd think that's like the attention I'd love, but I don't. Like that's unwarranted attention. Like her last year, me and her grandfather did the exact same thing. We both like didn't like that kind of attention, and we just sat and like talked about Steelers football, and like then they were like. Because they do the one everyone watch. Okay, now you go. Okay, now you go.
I hate that.
Yeah, so like we would like play like just get
we do that almost
ourselves.
like two people go at a time.
We kind of did growing up. We kind of did that, but it wasn't like
no. Everyone would open one at the same time, and then you do two.
Yeah, but
what's the worst person to watch open gifts? Nicholas.
Why?
Have you ever seen him open gifts?
Because he gets distractible.
Whoosh, whoosh. Just like piece by piece.
Yeah, but then if you're like talking, also if you're having a side conversation, he's like, "Huh? What?" And you're like,
and then he looks at the camera. He's like, "Look, guys, I'm opening my gift." And he thinks he's like on YouTube.
Like, let's toy review.
Next toy review. Buy it. We're gonna have like a new sub show. Nick's toy review.
Within it. This is brought to you by Nick's toy review. Man. What a terrible life for that kid, though.
Jesus Christ.
The toy review kid.
Oh.
The toy review kid, not Nick. No.
He's going to be an uncle, I'm sorry.
Not excited.
No, that's not what he's
not going to be.
Not going to happen.
No.
Not going to happen. He's not going to be an uncle, Josh. He's going to be a dad.
Crazy.
You got to cut that now.
But, like, Ryan's toy review, like, what do you do? Like, Ryan's car review after like no kids aren't gonna want to watch a teenager review a toy and like
he's gonna be like I don't know.
Well, you just like at some point and like I bet he's not even that into toys anymore.
No,
like,
I think he's like 13.
Well, in general, like even when he was like 8, like having an overabundance of something like takes the specialness away of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the best things about playing with toys growing up was like you imagine it's something else. Use your imagination with it. Where like he doesn't have to pretend it's something else. He has the other thing. And he's not like even just playing with it. Like
he doesn't need to play it. He can go do it in real life because he's got fucking millions of dollars.
Look at this. Wow.
Well, I don't think he plays with it. I think he just
That's what I'm
it.
saying. I don't think he and like that's what I mean is like toys lose the luster, so he doesn't have that connection with it anymore.
Well, he has his own toys.
That's the other thing. Is like
he has his own Ryan toy.
You're not going to support other toys.
Yeah.
Like, why are you opening those shout toys? Out Hasbro.
Yeah. It's tough.
And then like when you do get out of it,
too.
I mean like he probably makes a fucking boatload. He
I know.
Makes so much money.
I'm gonna find a way to have a kid like that.
I am gonna gut him. I'm just kidding.
The other one?
I had to make sure it was that version and not like Ryan needs a restraining order.
Ryan needs a good gutting.
But like imagine that, and also like how do you pull game when you're just like, hey, I know how to review toys. And she's like, whoa, Ryan.
Want to see my special toy drawer?
I mean, adult toys are his only like next out.
Oh, that's probably
all he can do.
Dude, it's just like
he's got to cut the parents and just be like,
he's gonna turn 18 and it's not gonna be OnlyFans. It's gonna be like
welcome to Ryan's After Dark toy review.
No.
Yeah,
that's not it.
It's a little wordy, but
it'd be the Dark Side toy review.
No, you still need Ryan's toy review in there. It's
Ryan's secret toy review.
I don't know. You still might have a couple kids be like, what's this? It's tough, but
that's gonna be funny to see whatever he does do. And that's gonna be like our Disney Channel people were like Miley Cyrus. Like,
YouTube kids are it's gonna be funny to see in like 10 years what it's like. Whoa, you're not gonna believe where this YouTube kid is. But like, I'm not gonna know the YouTube kids. Yeah. I am glad like I was at the age where like I didn't have like YouTube like that. Like
I did.
Kids
I was like right at the peak of like the start of it.
Well, it's even then is so different than it is now. Like back then it was I feel like just like prank channels and
like video games,
very like clunky shit. Like it's not as like staged and propped it is now.
I don't think
where it's like what Nicholas and Carlos would like watch it. You're like, God, like that's
just it's like crit. I don't know if
it just seems like
it's hard to watch,
melting your head.
Yeah, it's like it's like Candy Crush.
Yeah,
it's brainless. It's just killing time.
Candy Crush. Oh. I mixed it up and in my head made it Candyland, the board game. I was like, yeah, Candyland is kind of a pointless board game, but it's a weird one to target. Yeah, Candy Crush, yeah.
I was talking to Joanna's parents the other day, and I guess she has like a similar story to, like my Monopoly video. She has a similar one. She was playing with her aunt and she flipped the board of Candyland. And I guess her mom was like, her dad was like, Joanna was somehow so bad at Candyland. She always moved backwards. And she was like, you didn't take out the like backwards cards? He's like, what? She's like, whenever we played, I would take out the backwards cards so it would be done in 5 minutes. He was like, oh, that's smart. Like imagine taking out all the backwards cards, playing with your kids so they only go forward so you're done playing. Well, that's smart.
Well, that's like Uno, and you just buy like a bunch of packs and put a bunch of reverses in the deck, so everyone is constantly reversing.
Have you seen those ones where you write in like do this or draw 4? I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like gut someone at this table or draw 4, draw 20 or gut someone or gut yourself.
Yeah. I remember when I was in like 4th grade, our project was like we had to make our own board game.
Oh, yeah.
But like that's one of those projects you could tell whose like parents like did it. So then you were like I remember mine was like a Dunkin' Donuts box. It was just propped up, and then it was like taped buckets and like holes in it, and I made like a bullshit what do you call it, like
ski
trampoline
ball?
So then it would be a ball you'd have to bounce and try and get into.
It's always something like that.
Yeah, it's always something stupid and like a clear ripoff. But Dad's work did stuff like that for their bring your kids to work. When you go into marketing, they'd be like, look at all of our marketing stuff. And then they'd be like, but we want your ideas. How do we target kids? And then we're like,
Velcro?
yeah, they'd be like, we're put into groups, and they'd be like, make a game or something you could do out of it. And people would like make fucking shirts or something stupid. It was like the classic dumb stuff. And they were like, me and Rachel both ended up leaving, like, because we were in different groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we both left and like talked about that. And we're like, this was like the best idea that came out of ours, and this was the best idea. And like they were both like pretty good ideas that I think they like actually use. So it's like that's fucking brilliant. Like, you know,
it was Ryan's toy review.
Yes, they were just like, marketing's just like, dude, we're struggling.
And then
they're
this
like,
one kid's like, you want to watch me open my toys?
Well, they're like, oh man, like fuck, and we have the kids work today or coming tomorrow. Fuck. And they're like, why don't we just make kids do the work tomorrow? Like, let's just take our lunch.
Phil from finance's kid's like, I want to open toys.
That was really cool though. I was that kid who cried though when I went.
Do you not remember when I went skiing?
This was worse.
No, I don't think you realize how bad that situation. Do you know? I've never thrown stuff at other kids in a tantrum, but that day I threw a fucking sandwich at someone. They tried to give me a sandwich at fucking like 9 a.m. And I gutted someone with that sandwich.
But did you have Rachel give you a pep talk?
You're gonna make it, little buddy. You're gonna make
Josh,
it.
we can do this. I can't remember
like,
what she
like,
said.
like Auschwitz. Like we'll make it out, Josh.
We're gonna make it through it. We might not leave with
strong.
Dad, but he's gonna. I
stay strong.
I've never
meet me back here tomorrow.
It's like it's not a full memory because I can't remember like the words, but I just remember like the energy of it, and I remember us being in the cafeteria and like knowing I'm not gonna be with like Dad and stuff, and like not
just
like
slowly
just the
breaking
environment
down.
because like I really was like such a shy kind of kid at that age. Like it took me so long to trust an adult. You'd think I was molested
Because you got gutted.
like, yeah, you think I got gutted aggressively for years. But and like I remember when that happened, I just lost my mind, and I was like losing it. Where like the groups, like everyone got in their groups of like your colored group and everyone was like your red group. Whoa, whoa,
purple.
whoa! Hold on. And it was just like me, Rachel, and him, and they were just like, "It's gonna be okay, whatever." And I remember him just being like, "All right, let's get fucking through this thing, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go." And Rachel's like, "It's gonna be all right. You're gonna be good."
They start taking her by the wrist.
This is why she's
like, "Let's go. You're in the yellow group." She's like, "Josh, I'll meet you back here."
We have tattoos, remember? But it was like, I remember like finally like getting over it, and like it was a really cool experience. But when we did catch up, I remember we went into one of the last groups. The two women, like, you did make something, and they like made you race within like their like boxes where they like put things. I don't know. I don't know. Remember what the room was. And I remember when we like our group got there, and it was the end of the day, so like I'm in a good mood. I had fun.
Apart.
And she goes, "Oh, it's good to see you made it through." And I was just like, damn, dude, like she remembered. I was the crying kid. I was the kid who you're like, oh my god, I'm glad that's not our kid. Because I remember like everyone else being so cool about like, all right, bye, I'll see you later, see you, have fun. And I was just like, no, not doing it. I don't want to be here. Ugh. Ugh.
I never got to do that.
Yeah, I never handled that stuff well.
I
that's why I'm still like, my first grade teacher, she's the best, dude. Because like trusted her, and now she's locked in for life. she can have a kidney if she needs it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, what's good if that was the case? I don't think you realize she's awesome. And I love her too because she was my third grade teacher.
Mm.
It's good that you're a little bit closer, so I don't have to give a kidney.
Don't have to what?
Give a kidney.
Oh. Yeah.
So she'd be like, I need 2 kidneys. She'd be like, Cam, and you'll be like, I got it. You got both of them.
Just take them. Take them.
They're yours.
I'm just like.
Do you need my foot too?
I bring up losing my legs to Maddie a lot.
Because you're fat?
No, I've just been like, I remember when we first got together. This was crazy. It's like when we first started talking. I remember we were like in her apartment, and I was like, what would you do if I lost my legs? Would you still be with me? And she was like, what? Yeah. And I go, but imagine this. And I literally left the room, went into the hallway,
and you kneeled
and did the dead dog, like the dog, like the mocha, like limbless dog, and did that. I was like, what if this was me every time we had to walk into the room? And she was like, and then she laughed, but I was like, I'm serious. And like, I was like, your bed's too high. Like, I can't get on this. I go, I need you to come lift me.
Lift Mocha's legs.
Lift.
And then you had to bite her after.
Don't you touch too much. But I brought it up the other day, and I was like, all right, we've got, this has been a long time. Let's make sure this contract's still filled out correctly. I was just like, if I lost one of my legs, would you still like care? Would you still take care of me? She's like, why do you ask this so much?
I think her thing is she wants to be like she's trying to. You're a fixer upper. You know that, right? Yeah. You're a fixer upper. She's hoping you at least get like a part-time job.
Well, you buy the property and you're like,
I didn't realize there's mold everywhere.
You got to strip this thing down.
Are those termites?
But you fix that thing up. That thing could be a nice house. You're like, all right.
It's like she bought a house. And then like as soon as she came in, like, oh my god, see, this is really nice, and all of a sudden, like, there's
other people living in it, and they're like, what are you doing here?
Well, there was other people living. There's outlet covers, and they just start getting pushed out by the cockroaches, and then, like, all of a sudden, you look out the window, and the 2-car garage just fell, and the paint starts just peeling off the walls.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta gut this thing. Yeah,
dude, you're worse than a fixer-upper right now.
I'm the lot.
You're the lot.
Like, you see the listing, and you're like, this is beautiful. You go to the showing, and it's just like a dirt mound. You're like, where's the house? Like, it was here. It burned down in 08. You can have what's left.
It burnt down in 08. Just keep sweating.
Like, but where's the house? You're like, it was there.
You want to see where the door was?
So just imagine this could be your foyer. And you're like, but there isn't one.
No, sit down on the dirt. Yeah, sit down. Imagine you have your couch here,
but
TV there.
Maybe. What's the
imagine
the John
you could even have a
bit where they're like, maybe a little nursery,
a 2-car or 3-car garage. That's really funny. It's not even. I don't even think she. Is it that you're a fixer-upper, or she just wants to be the more successful spouse, the breadwinner?
I don't think she wants to be. Well, I think what she also doesn't like is, like, I mean, she went to school twice, and she's not.
So now you're gonna rip on her. Now you're gonna rip on her.
No, she's not lapping that much. I don't even think she is, to be honest. When she found out I was lapping her with just a high school education when we first met in her other job, she was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
You should, next time you guys are gonna fight, you should be like, "Whose room is this? Whose name's on the lease?"
When I do we quote from Stranger Things when 11 breaks up with Mike or whatever his name is all the time. She goes at the mall and she's like, "I dump your ass." We say that to each other all the time. So like any little thing, I'll just be like, "I dump your ass." And she's like, "Why now?"
Why not?
And then I'll just be like, "I dump your ass." She's like, "All right." And I was like, "Get out of my room."
This room's on my name.
But then, like, the mattress is mine, but it's her box spring. She's like, "I'm taking my bed." I go, "It's my bed." And she's like, "It's my box spring." And the bitch, and she's like,
"The bitch?"
No, the box spring and the frame or like the metal things that hold it up off the ground.
So you're right back to where you started.
I know. And she goes, you still have a bed on a
Jokes on
box
her.
spring and a mattress on the floor." And I go, "Yeah, but I love it."
Jokes on her. She has to sleep on a box spring.
She gets so mad because her mattress is still at her parents' house, and she's like, "I don't think I'm ever gonna get that back." And she goes, "I love that bed; it's so comfy." I go, "Then just ask for it back." And she goes, "I don't think I can."
I don't think I can.
I was like, "Well, don't worry about it."
Do they care that she lives here?
No. She has a big problem with the mattress though. Like, mattress gate is real.
Your mattress?
Yeah, she hates it. She's like, "It's so old."
It's not that like old.
I know, that's what I always say.
It's just because you're fat.
And I bought it. I'm like, I got it when I moved into that apartment with X. So it's like,
how long are you supposed to have a mattress for?
I don't know. So I've had it like 7 years. But I'm like, I bought this thing. And she's like, well, it sinks in the middle. I go, yeah, because I slept in the middle.
I was alone, Maddie. What is the lifespan?
I feel like it's not that long. I'm pretty sure the mattress guy told me.
7 to 10 years.
Yeah, see.
So it's about time.
It's coming up, but hey, Tom's outlasting. This thing's outlasting. It's not comfortable.
When did I get mine? 7.
There's nothing like getting a new mattress, though.
I got mine like 7 years. Oh, yeah, so around the same time.
I got mine before you did.
Yeah, but it was like the same year.
Mm-hmm. But there's not like a new mattress because like we grew up with like
hand me down. Dude, we still have
beds.
A mattress over there.
Twin spring beds.
And that is actually one of the comfiest beds ever. That queen over there.
I don't know.
You didn't have that one. That was a hand me down from Brandon.
Yeah. Well,
that's so gross.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
I didn't
that
know
we
it
just
was weird
beds.
until like we were moving when we were like trying to set all this up from the beginning, and I was like moving mattresses. She goes, "Why do you got so many mattresses?" I go, you never know when you need a mattress. She's like, "When have you needed these?" I go, "Not for a long time." And she's like, "Well, like whose are these?" I go, "I don't know. They're everyone's."
They're everyone's. They're communal.
Like, what?
Communal.
Yeah.
We just puppy pile on this bad boy. Mom would open the door. We'd all scatter, and she'd throw like a bacon bit on the mattress. We'd all,
everyone, let's go to do
like Braxton circles and lay down. Everyone pile. In the winter, we'd all sleep in the master bedroom.
Yeah,
or the primary bedroom. Sorry. You know, it's not called a master bedroom anymore.
Yeah, I did hear that. That was dumb. Imagine HGTV's a little upset about it. But
yeah.
I would, if I was a realtor, I wouldn't do that. I would just hold guard on that. I would just be like, it is. That's what I call it. It is what it is.
Did David tell us that?
He might have.
No, because I heard it at like a training. But I wonder if he told us
that. Podcast?
No,
I heard it on a podcast.
I heard it at a training, but a diversity training actually. But that's really funny. And that's the grossest part too, is like how many people have actually slept on the mattress? So many. Probably every person in this house, minus Maddie. Every person that's lived in this house. Oh.
See, but like, that's where we're different. We're like, if someone was like, "Hey, you had to sleep on one of those," I'd be like, "All right, I just put a blanket down." Like,
yeah.
When I told Maddie, I used to know, I
can't do that.
I'm finally used to sheets. Mm-hmm. I used to know, like, when we grew up, I couldn't use a sheet. Like, I couldn't lay on a sheet. I would have to lay the blanket down, lay on it, and fold it over me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then, or I'd just like,
yeah, I used to do like the
all right.
Do your whole thing. No, you do it and then you turn so you're
so I'm like super wrapped. Yeah. I was a big like burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd like flip it under my feet. Yeah, I used to have a very aggressive way of sleeping, and she'd be like, "Well, because it was a big thing of like that other sheet that's in there.
Oh, they don't like the loose sheet.
Yeah,
I don't use.
I was like, that's dumb. I'm not ever gonna use that. That is so stupid.
I don't get why.
And I was like,
that.
I was like, if I was single, I probably just wouldn't have a sheet still. I just would just raw dog on that bed.
That's so gross. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I slept naked for the first time the other night in a long time.
That's gross.
Dude, it was so liberating.
Gross.
It was so comfortable.
Yeah, almost that. I don't like it.
It was freeing. I didn't care if anyone came in. I was like, you know what? Gut me if you want. Like what you see?
Gutted. Hashtag gutted.
You came in to let lips out. And I was just like, whoops.
Cancel me.
Cancel.
Dare you.
You can't prove it. You can't prove it.
Oh, well, we learned a lot on this one, huh?
That was good.
All
right.
What?
Any advice?
Gear up for Christmas. That's it.
Have you bought anything yet?
Nope.
Me either.
Maddie's already like almost bought everyone's stuff, I think.
She's
like already stressed about it. I'm like, it's not even December, dude.
Is she getting gifts for us? Do we have to get a gift for her?
No idea.
Because Dad told me he's not buying gifts for us, so I'm going to pull a Nana. Your card's in the mail. But I've only bought Joanna her gifts, and she already knows what they are. So
I haven't bought nothing.
I bought
Maddie
her.
sent me a list yesterday, and she was like, "This is the stuff I think I might want."
I
And
might
she was
want.
like, because last year everything she asked me for I didn't get. I got, well, like it's not like I got her like here's slippers. Like I got her like good things, but it was like I don't want to be told what you want. I want like, and I don't.
I want to get you what I want.
Well, I don't. I want it to be like a purposeful, like thing where you're like, oh shit, this is a good gift.
Mm-hmm.
We're like.
I don't think
Like
you can go wrong with
Rachel,
socks.
Rachel last year asked you for a rock tumbler. I would have been like, "You're not getting a rock tumbler from me."
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Don't get me started.
and I don't want to be like, if I wanted this water bottle, don't want to be like, all right, hey, I want this.
It's really materialistic.
I want this Yeti water bottle. This is the link, and then get it and be like, wow, thanks. You know, like
because yeah.
I want it to be a surprise, and because like when Mom got me that Apple Watch, I was like, I don't fucking want. Like,
and you wear it all the
I
time.
didn't know. I didn't know she was getting it. So when I opened it, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? I don't wear
Yeah.
watches. And now I'm like, this is sick. Great.
But see, that's
Good
also
gift.
the hard part.
Great gift.
Because that's probably one of the only ones Mom's hit a home run on. You know what I mean? Do
Well,
you
it's a
remember
lot
what she
of
got me
pressure.
last year?
No. Oh, the like leg massage.
She got me a leg massager.
Yeah,
and
but
a-
if you're not also told any hints, like, what are you gonna do? Just go off of something.
But
make something up.
that's a reach. And I hate opening gifts because of that. Because it's
Well,
always like,
It's not that far of a reach. You're someone who's like, you like massages and scratches and stuff.
yeah.
So it's like it's not far off. You've wanted a massage chair before.
When I was like 8,
So it's like it's not far to be like Cameron might like this leg massager. That's not a bad gift. It just turned out you wouldn't want it.
yeah, but
You wanted a robot parrot once, so like it's not like you're the most good at saying what you want.
that thing was badass.
You never used it.
It
I
was,
remember literally them getting it for you and being like, "He's not going to use
Mhm.
this. You wasted so much money on this."
it was like $60.
It wasn't. It was like $100. It was like more than $100.
No, it wasn't.
They were very expensive.
Okay.
Because it was when robot pets were very in market. Like
Mhm.
I remember when we got those fake cats, they had to go out like in the middle of the night and get like 6 of these things because we all wanted them, and no one touched them. Like yours had all these like gadgets and things to
Yeah.
like mimic you, and I was like, "This is too much. He's not gonna do it."
Yeah.
And you never did it. It sat under your bed.
It was so confusing. I didn't understand it. But you know what? That's why you just don't buy anyone gifts.
Yeah,
That's
why
the
I don't-
advice. Don't
that's-
get any gifts.
That's why I don't get I don't get people cards. No one gets cards from me ever. You're never gonna get a fucking card from me.
Mm-hmm.
Cards are a waste of money.
Unless you make it really sentimental, like really
No.
heartfelt.
No. Waste of money. That's the advice. Don't buy cards. Save your money.
Give me money.
Yeah.
Give me the dollar. Give me the dollar. you
Give
spent
me the
on the
dollar or
card.
two you're spending, because I'm not gonna laugh at your card. I'm not gonna cry at your card. And I'm not
Oh,
gonna
the
like your
card Dad got me for my birthday was really nice, though. Did you see that?
No.
The little, it's like a metal, like it looks like a car, like a gift card. It's like engraved. I don't
Okay.
know. It made me cry.
So man up and just say what you mean. If you need a piece of cardboard to tell you what you feel,
You're a bitch.
you should be gutted. All right.
Unless
let's
the
just-
card says, I'm gonna gut you.
Yeah, unless it's something like that, or it's like a customized card.
That's like what I got.
I don't know.
The engraved card.
All right,
But
I don't know. All right, well this was fun.